What's going on, guys? Gomer's here, and he's back on another MLB The Show 21 Diamond Dynasty video. But first I want to say I do apologize for videos not being consistent, nor they being as good as I or you want them to be. However, I do think that start to get back to my regular schedule here, coming to peace with everything, and also just, having fun as well, just trying to live my life as well. So I really do appreciate the support. Again, the funeral's coming up here in a week or two, or about 2 weeks. Things will get back on track. I do thank you guys once again. We're talking today about the fifth inning program on lighter news, hopefully here. Possibilities are endless. Is new legend Joe Creedy getting introduced into the game? Is Pepe Alazar being brought back? Time will tell, as we like to say. Let me know who you guys want to see, not who you think. You can do want and think in the comment section below for the fifth inning program. Also, what do you guys think just generally about the collection? A big collection coming forward, the same one with Mo in that vein. Who would you guys want to see in there? I'm going to make a video talking about that pretty soon. So, there was a tweet, and it doesn't say anything, just kind of a dumb tweet. New fifth inning program arrives this Friday. Do you rush to finish from the second it drops, or do you take your time and enjoy the journey? Much enjoyment in playing the computer SDS. I too like to have fun playing Showdown. Depends on what she looks like. Fair. Yeah. CC Rush glitch that XP again. Also fair. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's not exactly fun for me. I'm more on the slow ride. Hell, I'm at level 18 or something. Here are my predictions. I'll just blow here early. Mookie Betts. I think the world needs a good Mookie Betts card. He has not gotten one since he had his finest in 2018. Last year, where he got finest, his card just wasn't balanced, and again, it was put out at the end of the year. And also, new consoles had released. There was more things that I was interested in than playing with the new finest cards in MLB The Show 20 in December, believe it or not. This perfect amalgamation of this season, where he led the league in batting average. He would have a ton of contact, which is going to play quite well for high difficulties. He also hit for a good amount of power. 93 and 108. I basically molded both his real stats and splits from 2018 and the finest card that he had from that year to come up with what I think would be one of the best cards in the game, if not the best. 93 fielding, 84 arm. Still really good stuff on that front. 72 speed. If you're going to knock anything, maybe would be that or the power against right-handers. But this is kind of the meta if you're talking about especially Hall of Fame or up. All-star difficulty, you still need contact. It's still quite important, but especially once you get up there a bit, contact is more important than power. That's why Xander Bogaerts is the best shortstop and not Trevor Story home run derby card. So Mookie Betts is one of my picks. Again, they pretty much always have outfielders here. Moving on to a couple. A shortstop. I didn't plan this out too well. Ernie Banks. Talking about infielders in general, Ernie Banks would be one of the best to come. And this has kind of been what we've been seeing with boss programs. Ernie Banks is not a small name by any means, but we're not seeing Mike Trout. We're not seeing Albert Pujols in these boss programs. Christy Mathewson, Eddie Murray, those are two perfect examples of the kind of cards that we're getting, the kind of legends that we're getting. And Ernie Banks would fit that. Just amazing. Again, speed is kind of low. Why the fuck is Texas in caps? 53 speed, 118, 94 power, respectively. Again, this is taking this MVP card from last year, but using the year before, where he won back-to-back MVPs. I think this was in 58. Could be wrong. I'm not sure. But he had a better season in 58, so I don't know why they used the year that he didn't perform as well. SGS, kind of weird decision by you, but yes, Ernie Banks would be the best shortstop in the game, fair to say. I do believe that wholeheartedly. Ricky Henderson. this is an outfielder that I wanted to talk about. If we don't get Mookie, I think Ricky has a really good shot as well. And this would be perfect in the game right now. Again, a lot of contact, power. This is just taking his MVP card from last year. If you guys are new, for signature cards or award series cards where it's the same shit, they just hit Control-C-V on that bitch and call it good, and you know, go to lunch or whatever, and not patch the gameplay, whatever the devs are doing. I'm not sure, but Ricky Henderson is just so good. His swing is not my favorite. That's the only bit of a hitch in Ricky's play, but otherwise, he has max speed. He has good enough defense out there where, you know, better than Trey Turner. And Trey Turner does a fine job in center for me. So Ricky Henderson would, again, be fantastic. Now let's move on to the two pitchers that I'm talking about. Are either of these going to exactly, you know, sodden my New Balance compression shorts? No. Nor you, but they could happen. Again, kind of just the cards I expect, not want. Nolan Ryan. He throws hard. I put 102 just to indicate that he would have outlier, obviously. A sinker, 12-6, and a circle changeup. 4 pitches is always trouble. It makes it even worse when you have low BB9 and control. Now, pinpoint does kind of represent. He won't be as bad as he was last year and in prior years because you have a little bit more control on him, but still, it's tough. If you guys have used somebody with high control, like Cliff Lee, for example, or a lot of guys have high control now, you can really paint and hit corners consistently. There's still going to be a pretty big par, a large margin of error, to no fault of your own. You can still hit that perfect, and it's like, fuck. What else can I do? So it's kind of frustrating, but hey, that's MLB The Show. And then Chris Sale, I also think has a decent to strong chance of coming here. Lefty, is this the Matrix? Not sure. That spells out 4-seam, fastball, slider, circle changeup, and 2-seamer. Whoops, my bad. But of course, you could probably tell because it also says on, you know, just a couple footsteps over to the right. Not a huge Chris Sale fan of the game, I'll be honest. I know some people have a really hard time hitting him. In the slider with the arm slot definitely is a benefit to him. But 4 pitches, no sinker. The 2-seamer can kind of act like that, again, just based off his release point. But Chris Sale is never a top-of-the-line pitcher for me, I don't think. I think there's lefties that are just simply going to be better because they have a 5th pitch, they have a sinker, they have a cutter, they have something that is a lot more meta than a 2-seamer, I guess one would say. So I still think, you know, Chris Sale could be cool. He wouldn't be a bad card per se, just not, I wouldn't think he's going to be the number 1, number 5 pitcher in the game. That's kind of what I'm getting at right there. So those are essentially my picks, essentially as in that's what I just told you. So yes, I don't know. I would love to see something here that's going to really bring excitement. Water Franco was cool, but again, we had just gotten a Water Franco card, and that's coming from a Rays fan right here, who is looking to get a Nelson Cruz jersey here. Christy Mathewson. I don't really care how good he pitches. I'm not going to be interested. I'm not going to want to sit through a 7-second windup each pitch. I would rather intentionally walk somebody to set up a, not even to set up a double play, but just to increase, pick up the pace a little bit, chew clock. Eddie Murray's cool. He's still really good. It's unfortunate. I still think he's a great card, but then they dropped Pete Alonso, they dropped Vlad Jr., TA3 dropped, so there's just a lot of competition now for that position because a lot of people can play it. You know, simply this big man can play first base. I did. I was better at third base, but not a half bad first baseman. Just scooped him up. Also scooping up ice cream back in those days. That's when I was called the Panda, as in Pablo Sandoval. It was a compliment, though. Damn it, I took it as a damn compliment. But again, let me know what you guys think about the 5th inning program. And yeah, I'm hoping to be back on like the 2 video a day sort of schedule. Hopefully, should be back to streaming pretty soon here. I'm gonna be in Chicago at the end of next week, so that's gonna kind of hinder, but we'll get through it. We'll be okay. Leave a like if you guys enjoy as always. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, so yeet.